Okay, so be sure you're in a quiet space because we are going to be aligning to your superpowers and we're going to be doing a lot of fun work. So let me go ahead and start our recording for today. Welcome to Aligning with Your Hidden Superpowers. I hope you guys are doing well. Please go ahead and share where you're from so I can see where everybody is tuning in from. So glad to be here from Ottawa, Canada. Hello, Lynn, April. So wonderful to see you. Thank you. I love seeing where everything. Wow. From Bronx, New York. Welcome. Jeff, welcome. Oklahoma, Nova Scotia, Dallas. Anybody from North Carolina? Anybody tuning in from North Carolina? Syracuse, Baltimore, South Africa, Nairobi. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, welcome, welcome. Vancouver, Oregon, or yeah, Oregon, Oregon. All right. My brain's already going other places where I need to focus now. So, all right, I want to welcome everybody that's tuning in. And I know your time is precious. So we'll be spending the next 90 minutes together, and I want to be respectful of your time. So let's get down and dirty and talk about aligning to your hidden superpowers. Be sure that you have a paper and pen handy because you will want to take notes. This is my favorite topic, and I feel that everyone has superpowers. And if you're not tuning into yours and using them every single day, every moment, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that and come into the flow. Flow, right? How does that word make you feel? Flow. It's good, right? I don't know if you all agree, but most of us here probably know that you're an empath. You guys know that you're an empath? And that you were divinely guided here. Put it in the chat if you know that you are an empath. Because you are, yes. Isabel said, yes, yes, absolutely. Yes, Noel. We are empaths. Yes, Jane. Yes, yes. All right, good. I'm glad we agree with that. You have these abilities to sense other people's energies, and you are on this healing journey to understand who you are, what you're capable of. You have dreams and you have desires and you have goals. Am I right? Yeah, but sometimes they get blocked. And wherever you are in your journey, we are all meant to do more in our life. Anyone feel this? Today, I want to guide you to creating a lasting change in your life by utilizing your pranic life force energy, your prana, your chi, that life force energy that keeps you alive, and to supercharge your potential so that you're feeling more grounded, present, aligned. So please stay till the end because I do have some amazing gifts for you. I'm giving away 3 things. One, for the person who's most interactive. Two, for a gift for just being here throughout the whole presentation. And 3, just because I love you, I want to have an after party where you can ask questions and get healings. Okay. And that's going to be tomorrow. So I'll tell you all about it. But you have these amazing abilities and you're so capable of so much more. So today I want to guide you to creating that lasting change in your life. And what you experience today, right now, it's going to be this new profound energy awakening within you. And I'm warning you because it's going to be a transformation. You are going to feel something. Something is going to shift for you. And I promise that. I guarantee it. But just don't have expectations. and watch the energy flow. Remember, I talked about flow. Let it flow for you. Here's what you can look forward to in our short time together. I know how much you desire great health, relationships, finances, more energy, purpose, career, vacations, peace, happiness. What do you desire? Go ahead and put it in the chat because I want to know what you desire so that all these things come to fruition. It's an intention that you're setting. Yes, Jennifer says health. What else? Name all the things, all of it. Preeti says everything that I mentioned: health, wealth, love, happiness. So it's time to be in the driver's seat and make this life on your terms. And you can, if you implement all the things that I'm going to be sharing with you today, and then you stay on track by taking the actions to create the health, to create the wealth, to create the relationships and the life that you desire. Yes? Yes, yes, yes. Put yes in the comments because I know we all agree. Here are my rules for today. Get rid of your distractions, get comfortable, grab water, a piece of paper, and we will keep time for hot seat questions and healings and sending you the free gift. I'll send you the free gift link. But remember, you have to stay here the entire time and take in everything and engage because this is how transformations happen when you are engaged. So let's get ready to fly like a superhero. Can we do that? Speaking of superheroes, who here loves superheroes? And I know we all love these superheroes, right? I love watching the movies, the Marvel movies, DC movies, Star Wars, Star Trek, like all of these movies. And even, superheroes in my life have also been my parents. But we all have favorite superheroes. Who and why are they your favorite superhero? Who and why? Iron Man, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Iron Man. I loved Iron Man. But why? Superman. Yes. Hi, Chirag. So good to see you. Wonder Twins. Because they solve problems together. Kit Mullins says, Rouge, she won't let her past stop her from doing what is right. Yes, Catherine, Wonder Woman, my daughter's sister-in-law goes to the hospital in a costume for children. Jean Houston. Yes, she's achieved so much. Maybe Oprah's your superhero. We all have a superhero. I'm learning to be my own superhero, Isabel. I love that. And you know what? After today, you are going to be because you're going to figure out and you're going to find out and tune in to the flow of your own superpower. So I'm really excited. Now, my favorite superhero, it's Wonder Woman. She's a warrior. She's centered. She's powerful. She's not just a symbol of power, but also of wisdom and emotional intelligence. She balances her warrior spirit with deep empathy, always striving for justice and truth. And this mirrors my own mission to help others connect with their own inner power while staying in tune with their sensitivities. One of my sister-in-laws bought me a Wonder Woman bracelet because I told her how much I loved Wonder Woman and her qualities. And she saw those qualities in me and she sent me this bracelet and it just meant so much. I should have worn it today. But I appreciate you sharing because what I want you to know is that you already have these superpowers that you see in your superheroes. Did you know that? Because if you didn't, I'm telling you that you already have these superpowers. Gina accepts people, you're our superhero as you're guiding us to escalate our spiritual growth. Thank you. You know, I remember I used to tell myself, I wish I was beautiful like Wonder Woman. I wish I was powerful like her. I wish I was strong, and realize that I wish for is already within me. I just didn't see it until I learned the lessons that I learned in my life and the situations that I went through. Sometimes we hate our situations thinking we're never going to come out of them. And I've got chills, guys. I don't know about you guys. Anybody got chills as I'm talking about this? But we feel like we're never going to come out. But I want you to know that it's all within you, these amazing superpowers that you see in your superheroes. And for me, I had to dig deep. And I'm sure you've been digging deep as well. I had to learn lessons of my own, just like superheroes did. That's how we find the qualities within us. And I want you to keep that in mind as we go through our time together. So let me go ahead and introduce myself, because I know a lot of you are new here and you're new to my work. So tell me, if you're new, put new in the comments, like new meaning you've never heard of me. This is the first time you either found out about me through Dr. Sue Morter or Health Means or Facebook. Yeah, wow, we have a lot of new people. Well, welcome. I hope you've been enjoying all the free stuff that you've been getting and enjoying the energies. Oh, wow. We have a lot of new people. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My love to all of you. Yes, Isabel says, I saw your interview with Sean Leonard. Yes. So I'll talk a little bit about that whenever as we go through this beautiful space together. But let me introduce myself first. I am Deepal Shah, and I teach empaths like yourself how to raise your vibration and help you align with 8 intuitive tools to heal your body. I have taught hundreds of students in creating a healing business that they dream of, and I would love to help you as well. So let me ask you, what area of your life or your health do you feel stuck, lost, frustrated, maybe even misaligned, where you have tried everything and it's like you get stuck, right? You just can't heal. You can't get past the it. Whatever that is stealing your joy away, I want to know what that is. Because I promise you, you're going to find joy back in after this. Jane says career. Okay, guys, if I read something wrong, it's because I don't have my bifocals on, okay? Catherine says my digestion and anxiety, which causes gastritis. Lynn says stuck from daily home bickering. Jeff, financial and relationship. Jane, saving money. Cindy, my whole life. Immune system, my intestines, severe financial relationships, career, old age, illness. Yeah. So we're all over the spectrum, right? My own thoughts. Thank you, Tanya. How important is that in all of this that we're listing here? I'm judgmental of myself. Oh gosh. Yeah. That brings back memories and heartache, right? So all these areas that you feel stuck in, I feel you. I know. I've been on that hamster wheel. It's frustrating. And I've been in those shoes. And it was a time when I struggled to live that amazing life where I saw other people living this life. And I was like, well, what's wrong with me? Why don't I deserve that? Well, guess what? I wasn't tapping into my full potential, my greatness. I wasn't aligned. I wasn't in the flow. I didn't know what flow is. Nobody taught me that. Did anybody teach you that before you started your journey to healing? Probably not. Yeah, Isabel says no. Witch hunt syndrome. Preeti says no, no, exactly. I was actually trapped and feeling trapped in my body and my mind, trying to find happiness in all the wrong places. You guys ever do that? Try to find happiness in shopping, try to find happiness in eating, try to find happiness in friends. But even that brings you down because now you got imposter syndrome. Why are they happy and I'm not? Even though I love being a pharmaceutical rep because there I would go from office to office wearing a suit, looking pretty, and just doing what I loved. Having a car fully paid for, having insurance, making a lot of freaking money. I wasn't living it. I wasn't living my life. I lost purpose, I lost passion, I lost myself. And our career can do that. And when you start feeling like that, it's time to check out. Living had become very stressful because I couldn't find the answers. My body was failing me, and I'm someone who's totally ambitious, motivated, and I don't give up easily. But I was starting to give up. And I remember I was visiting doctor after doctor. I was talking to a therapist. I was talking to everybody about my problems. Anyone who will listen to me. Because you know what? I was looking for pity. I was anxious. I was having more panic attacks at this point in my life. And being around others was so difficult. Going outside, I felt like people were draining my energy. They were judging me. They were criticizing me. They were saying things behind my back and maybe even in front of my back. But I could not handle it all. I didn't know how to. I thought I would never be better again. And for some of you who are very new to me, I had digestive issues from top to bottom. I had fissures, hemorrhoids, constipation, ulcers, reflux. I had everything. I even would get ulcers in my mouth. I had 7 kidney stones at one time, rosacea. But when I really started doing the healing, I realized that there was so much anger and rage stuck inside me. And the only time that I realized that is when I asked for divine intervention. And that divine intervention came through healing, finding an energy healer, being open to that. Because this analytical mind, who is so science-based, could not fathom that there's something that's not really scientifically proven and you're doing this thing on me. It's really weird. Am I supposed to be feeling something? And what if I'm not? Right? I'm so skeptical. But once I just let my guard down, I was healing. Because guess what? When you're underwater and you want to come up, you're going to do whatever it takes. Am I right or am I wrong? But I didn't want to do the old method, the conventional method. I wanted a better method. And when I had my awakening, I realized that I can heal my body. I can heal my mind. I can heal my soul and my spirit. Because I realized all this anger and rage was coming up from trauma when I was 10, 11 years old. When you are sexually assaulted or any kind of trauma, whether it's big or small, it does not matter. How many of you have anger living within you? Maybe it's repressed anger. Put anger down. I just want to see how many of you have anger as your friend. Yeah. a lot of us. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Because as you're sharing, you're letting go. You're writing it down and you're saying, yeah, I'm an angry person. I'm acknowledging it. Yes. And that's what we need. We need to acknowledge our emotions. And I didn't know that. And I realized that I can feel great again. I stopped the self-pity. I started to take action. And I know you're here because you want to feel great. You want to break through too from the past. You want to heal. And this is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do right now. So today I want to, today I myself continue to grow on so many levels. And I know that it's possible for you too. There's infinite possibilities for all of us because the universe is infinite. I healed myself and I know you can heal too. And when you do heal, you'll sense such a greatness and an accomplishment and know that you put in all the effort and took all the actions. And I'm not saying that once you're healed, you're completely healed and nothing else is going to show up in your life. By golly, yes, it is. I'm not going to lie to you. But guess what? You're going to have the tools to help you as an empath. And I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you have breakthroughs in your limits, those things that make you feel uncomfortable, those fears, those phobias that hold you back, and go after what is waiting for you on the other side. So living my dream life, one of Isabel mentioned that you saw you found me from my interview with Sean Leonard. Well, this is what I've been doing, guys. This year was my year of complete opportunities. I got to meet Mike Dooley from Hay House. We have a picture together. I got to meet Mark Victor Hansen. I got to meet Crystal Hansen, his wife. I got to meet so many wonderful people, even Reed Tracy from Hay House. I met him, Nancy Levin, Dr. Joe Vitale. I have made great friends, Deborah Poneman, all these people that are now a part of my life, even Dr. Sue Morter. Like things I never imagined. And guess what? And I can announce it here. Next year, June 2025, I'm going to be teaching at Omega. I'm going to be teaching at Omega. I never thought these things were going to happen. I never thought, but I was open. I opened the doors like, what is possible for me? And how can I take actions? What can I do? Who do I know? Who can I get connected to? Because I know when we make these connections, that things can happen for us. I was on the NASDAQ billboard this year. I spoke at Northwestern for the first time on stage. I overcame my stage fright because guess what? I've been doing all this work for the last 10 years. I would never get on stage. I had a traumatic experience in high school on stage. I completely shut down and I was like, I'm never speaking. And the other thing was, I thought that my brain is dead. Okay. I seriously feel like I've got the menopause brain. And I'm like, I can't even remember what I told you a minute ago. So, how am I going to remember an hour and a half, a 20-minute talk? And guess what? I freaking proved it to myself. I did it. I said, nope, I'm not telling myself that. I'm going to memorize this talk no matter what it takes, and I'm going to present it. Right? So I hope that you guys can see what's possible for you. And I hope you'll be joining me at Omega next year because Brian Weiss will be there. I will be there teaching, Brad Yates, Ken Honda, who I also got to meet. And so we're all going to be teaching there. So it is summer solstice. So it's that same weekend. So make sure you keep that open. I'll be giving you some more information about it soon, okay? But I would love to meet you because that's my other dream of meeting my tribe. That's definitely on my bucket list. So living my dream life has been amazing. It's a sense of freedom. And I know it isn't easy to just turn things around when things feel just so misaligned. But when you come into alignment and you connect with your greater self and you tell yourself that you can, then it can become easier to shift what's happening for you now. For me to do that, I had to learn how to manifest. I had to learn to set intentions. I had to learn to connect with my intuition and take control of my mind, of my thoughts, right? My journey wasn't easy. There were many limiting beliefs and emotions and doubts and self sabotage along the way, but finding my worth was amazing. It was a huge undertaking. That am I worth meeting these people? I thought I wasn't. So I never reached out. And when I recognized my own worth, I'm like, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I know you probably know what I'm talking about. I've simply learned to access this life force energy, prana, that lives within me. And I know you can too. And I promise you, years ago, I never knew about energy. I didn't know a dang thing. I didn't know there was such thing as energy, even though I studied biochemistry. They didn't teach us about energy. They taught us about, solids and matter and atoms, but you don't really learn that you are energy or how to manifest anything. If I recall, I didn't know what true purpose and passion even look like because I was supposed to be a doctor, as all Indians are. It's of course a stereotype, but my dad wanted me to be a doctor, of course. If you're not a doctor, you got to be a pharmacist. If you're not a pharmacist, you got to be an engineer. If you're not that, I don't know, but you got to be a doctor, right? And I slowly started to understand who I am and how health and happiness and peace are within easy reach once you activate that innate healing power. But the secret was remembering that I had my own unique powers and abilities and could create anything that I want. I had to believe in myself first. Until you believe in yourself, you cannot make the impossible possible. You can wish all you want. You can dream all you want, but you have to believe in yourself. So I want you to right now take a deep breath in and out and just close your eyes and let's awaken your pranic life force energy. As you breathe in and out, breathing in and out, I want you to hum. You're going to hum like a hummingbee, like the word M. Okay, I just want you to hum the word M. And when you breathe in deeply, you'll be able to lengthen that M. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it a few times. Okay. Mm. Mm. Take a moment. Bring your breath back to normal. Feel the pranic flow within you, making your body feel so light and fluid. Breathe in and out as the energy integrates. And now open your eyes. How do you feel? Go ahead and put it in the chat. How do you feel? Calmer, energized? I love it. Beautiful. Heat in the third eye. Yes. Vibration, vibrational, peaceful, sleepy, blissful, lighter, calmer. Vibration in head. Yes. Yes, you're awakening that pranic life force energy. Buzzing, tingling, lightheaded. Feel energy moving in the head. Melanie, just go ahead and just let's ground everyone. Okay, I'll just ground everyone so that way. There we go. All right. I'm here to guide you in activating these powers within yourself. It's time to shift that old perspective and to really unlock the years of untapped potential that promote abundant vitality and energy in your life. And it's time right now that you start living in the state of possibility. I want you to affirm this and I want you to put it in the chat. I'm ready to create possibilities. I'm ready. Just put I'm ready. Okay. I love it. As I start working with you, you'll find that these practices that I'm sharing with you become easy to access. They feel new, right? You've never done something like that before. It's because you're ready to align to your hidden superpowers. My intention for you is to guide you throughout this magical conversation that we're having, is to tap into a vibration where life starts happening for you. And you're able to experience the joy, the love, the clarity, the peace, the purpose, and everything that you have ever wanted. That's how it should be, right? It should be easy. Guys, put easy in the comments because I think that we have been living off of this matrix where we think everything needs to be hard, right? Everything needs to be hard. No, it doesn't. No, 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 no. It's easy. And along this journey today, I want you to remember one thing, that there is nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. So please put it in the chat. Nothing is wrong with me. I'm perfect. But I'm perfect. How about that? I'm perfect. Whether you believe it or not, I'm perfect. I am. Don't you get chills just saying that? Say it out loud, guys. I know you're putting it in the chat because I'm asking you to, but say it out loud. All these things I'm asking you to do it out loud because I promise you, it's going to bring a whole new level of connection to your soul and your spirit and your being. Let me remind you of how amazing and powerful you are. I want you to drop into this universal light right now. Know that you hold it within you. I want you to bring focus to the throat. And I love doing this. The throat, the color of this chakra is blue. The earth is blue. The cosmos is blue, black, purple, right? Mixtures of colors. I want you to see, close your eyes and just see the universe sitting in your throat. That chakra that spins, it's the earth spinning. And when you open your mouth, it is the universe speaking. The universe speaks through you. You represent the universe. You are the universe. I want you to say that. I am the universe as you connect and imagine this universe in your throat and feel it opening up. Those of you who have stuck weak chakras in the throat, which I can feel most of you because my throat's hurting and I feel everybody's energy. I want you to say that I am the universe. I am. The universe speaks through me and it speaks to me. And we are one. Feel this light expanding. Feel it. Feel that expanding. Yes. Yes. Feel your heart beaming with love as you drop that energy, that universe down into your heart. And now drop that energy below your navel and feel this energy expanding down into the earth and coming over you and into your crown. Remember that there's a constant flow of energy through your body and around your body. Open your eyes when you're ready. Maria, when you say, I am the universe, and you realize you say it like a question, I want you to keep saying it until it's not a question anymore. Okay? Remember, there's a constant flow of life force energy throughout your body and around your body. You can generate life force energy in any amount that you wish. Do you ever notice why sometimes you feel great, happy, feel untouchable, and you accomplish everything? But sometimes that feeling isn't long-lived, and that sucks. Because that was the part of your life, like a high point, right? But you're having more low points. You have to own and command your life force energy to flow the way you want. Problems and obstacles are going to keep coming each day. It's okay. I started telling myself it's okay. They're coming. It's okay. For example, today, all day, I've been dealing with problems, technical problems. I'm not a technical person. I have technical people, but sometimes they can't figure out the answers either. So I'm like, all right, universe, I need you. Nobody lives without problems and challenges and obstacles. It's how we learn. We're meant to do that. And once we embrace that it's okay, it gets better. I promise you. But when we understand the level of energy and activation of energy within us, it gets even better because now we can generate what we want and it's a different ball game. So, all right, you throw this at me, I'm throwing this at you because I'm empowered. I feel my own power and that's all I need. Because when I have my own power, when I'm in my power, I can manage the power of my mind. If you want a different reality, then you have to create that. And you're in the right place right now. Do you guys feel that you're in the right place? Are you happy you're here? I just want to check in with you guys. I do want to check in with you. Good, good. I'm glad. You wish you invited some friends? Because there are people in our lives that could use this. So make sure you share the replay, okay? But I'm so happy that you're here because now I'm going to show you what your superpowers are. Ready? All right, write this down. I love it, Kit. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the love and all the sharing that you guys are doing. Thank you. It means a lot to me. So let me share with you your first superpower. Emotional regulation. Write that down, not in the chat. Okay. I want you to write it down in your piece of paper, in your journal, wherever you want to write it. And I want you to remind yourself of this for the next rest of your life. Okay. When I'm in my power, guess how I feel? I feel joy. I feel beautiful. I feel love. I feel compassion. I feel worthy. I started to train myself to become more aware of my thoughts, feelings, and emotions because when I'm not in my power and purpose, I feel unmotivated, irritated, upset. I get mad at the kids. I yell at my husband. I didn't realize that I have control over my thoughts, feelings, and emotions. You guys feel this way? Years ago, when I was working in the pharmaceutical industry, I used to drive a lot every day, sometimes even 7 hours one way. And people would cut me off. I would get so angry. I would take that energy into my sales calls. And as we know, other people can feel our energy. Instead of focusing on them, I would focus on what happened to me, for me. And guess how that sale went? Not so great, right? Sometimes the doctor wouldn't even see me because now I realize it. They probably felt my energy. And I came out of the sales call feeling regret and shameful, presenting myself in such a manner, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't have the tools and techniques. Instead of focusing on the client, I was playing victim. I was self-sabotaging the entire process. Maybe there was an underlying fear of selling also. Okay, because there's something behind, there's layers and layers of stuff, right? And we do that to ourselves from one experience, one thought, one feeling, one emotion. Everything comes crumbling down. What dictates a good day and a bad day, guys, is your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and your reactions. We have to start monitoring them better if we want to break through our limits and reach our greatest potential. I reflect back as a child and I remember my dad, his reactions in the same kind of incident when somebody would cut him off. Just guess how he reacted. What do you think? How do you think that my mom and dad reacted in these type of situations when somebody cut him off? Ballistic. Annoyed, rolled with it, blowed up, cursed, just like you did. Jane, well, you would think. However, my dad, he laughed. And I would look over and I'm like, why is he laughing? I got irritated. But I was like, whatever. And when my mom got cut off, she acted like she didn't even see it. I'm like, Mom, didn't you see what just happened? Aren't you mad? She's like, what happened? I'm like, never mind. Just keep driving. This woman drove like 40 miles an hour anyway. I'm like, I'm sure there's a lot of people yelling at us. But I didn't understand all this at that time as a child, right? What I realize though now is that our reactions can either empower us or disempower us. And how do you want to feel today? That's what you should wake up and you should think to yourself, how do I want to feel today? I'm going to put it out in the universe. I want to feel happy and joyful. And when you do that, that's going to dictate your day. But if you wake up and you're looking at your social media and you're looking at your phone and you see all this stuff and you look at the news or whatever you're looking at, and all of a sudden you're creating a completely different kind of thought, feeling, emotion, and reaction that's disempowering you starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. No, don't do that to yourself. I want to feel empowered. What about you guys? If you want to feel empowered, I want you to write empowered. Empowered. It's such an important concept and word and feeling. We are, listen to me clearly, we are emotionally charged human beings. That's our downfall. We are so emotionally charged. And sometimes that can work for us or it can work against us. But if you look at your life, how many times does it work for you? For me, it's not worked much. Because again, the anger, control, and rage, frustration, overwhelm, all that crap just keeps coming up. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. And that's what makes it so difficult to heal. But I'm giving you the key here. According to Queen's University, right, in Canada, and I studied this, well, I looked it up and everything, and I looked at a lot of studies. Humans have 6,000 thoughts per day, not 60,000, 6,000. It's the most legit study. They did a functional MRI on patients, on volunteers, and they found that these volunteers, when they put them through a functional MRI, they found 6,000 thoughts. Nowhere does it say 60,000. So I just wanted to clarify that for you. There's no study out there. I know that's the word on the street, but there's no study out there. If we have that many thoughts, even 6,000 is a lot. Okay. Would you agree? The 6,000 thoughts are a lot throughout the day. Having that many thoughts, imagine how many emotions are stuck to those thoughts. Emotions are being triggered and how we are reacting. They make us react. One moment we're happy and the other moment we're like moody and irritated and we're like, what the heck happened? Like nobody said anything, nobody did anything, and why do I feel this way all of a sudden? And so sometimes we look and we wonder that if we look back at our reactions, were they worth it? You know? We do things unconsciously, and it's time to start regulating our thoughts, feelings, and emotions and reactions so that we can grow exponentially. We can be the light. We can carry that frequency that we've been waiting to carry. Everybody wants to be at this high vibrational frequency where they feel untouchable. Well, guess what? You have to work on that. Implementing certain practices to regulate my emotions has completely changed everything for me, and I know it will for you. When you start practicing these, I found more peace to things in my life, more now than ever. I'm going to show you my secret. See, our favorite superheroes, like Spider-Man, Superman. Do you remember how they used to use their body to gauge their thoughts, feelings, and emotions? Do you remember that? Probably not. But I'm going to tell you. Spider-Man would jump from building to building. And Superman would spin around the world. And as much as I want us to do that, we're not going to do these things, but we are going to use our body. I love Kit. She says, my spidey senses are tingling. Yes, and we all have those spidey senses. And we're going to talk about your spidey senses in just a moment. But I want to share a powerful tool in how you can gauge your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and use nothing but your body. So I want you to stand up and I want you to take a nice deep breath in and out. And I want you to close your eyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say some emotions and I want you to notice where you feel them in your body. It may be in certain spots or all over. The more present you become with the feelings and emotions, they will come to the surface to be understood and to be cleared. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is what is necessary for. So just like me, you will have a breakthrough. Notice what emotions you need to release. Okay? So let's go through them and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and a nice breath out. Worried, anxious, irritated, angry, unappreciated, calm, relaxed, appreciated, loved, heard, seen, powerful. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And go ahead and have a seat. I've got chills, guys. Notice how you feel. Tell me notice what emotions you release. Like, what did you find out about what your body's holding on to? Now drink some water because you did release a lot. Do you feel that release? Like, do you feel like you let go? Preeti says a lot of negative emotions. Yes, yes. Amazing. It moved to different parts of the body. Anger was in my stomach. Yes, indeed. I found that my body was confirming the emotions, swaying in certain directions. Yes. Feeling energized. Yes. That's the thing, guys. Our body holds these things and then it turns into something else, dis-ease, discomfort. The body is stressed. Your body is stressed. It's in fight or flight. We have to get it out of that. When you can get to the emotional layers that restrict the life force energy, you're able to easily acknowledge and let go, just like you just did. You brought in greater frequency, and I can teach you how to do all of that. Create healthy boundaries, create healthier relationships, create more for yourself when you have that life force energy flowing within you in the proper way, in the proper direction, in the proper amount. And feel that love for yourself in the Empath's Mastery to Healing program, which we'll talk about in a little while. Do you see how you can use your body as a gauge to acknowledge your emotions and change them right on the spot? You don't have to fly around the world. You don't have to swing from building to building, but you do have to train yourself to acknowledge these emotions and shift them to how you want to feel. So emotional regulation, guys, is your superpower. Your second superpower is your intuition, your spidey senses. Your spidey senses. How many of you have spidey senses? Please put it in the chat. There's different ways. Did you know that Spider-Man, spiders actually have these little tiny hair follicles. Spider-Man did. He had tiny little hair follicles that allowed him to feel into the different vibration and frequencies around him. That's how he knew about things going on around him. And you know, spiders have those same senses, and we do too, right? We get goosebumps, we hear voices, we get that gut feeling, right? How many of you now feel like you have spidey senses, right? Maybe you get shivers. Our intuition can help us reach our greatest potential. I remember when my intuition wasn't that strong, I couldn't feel anything that was happening in your body. I was like, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to feel anything going on in your body. How do I get rid of it? I didn't know anything about intuition. It scared me that if I open up to my intuition, I'm going to become psychic. I'll bring in negative energy. And I don't want to do that. But yet, I was also excited about it and I wanted to find out more about it. But that's not how it is at all. It's completely false. Why do we want to ignite our intuition? Why do we want to open up 8 intuitive senses? Because that's what helps us make decisions in everyday life. I don't make decisions without my intuition, whether it's going to a doctor's visit, having an x-ray, taking supplements, the right exercises for my body, whether or not to go to a friend's house to chill. I make every decision based off of my intuition, even what I'm going to eat. And best of all, I'm able to make decisions for myself. Like, that's huge, right? When you are guided, when you have the GPS to life and you're able to navigate easily. I don't have to rely on other people and ask them, what do you think? What do you think? No, my intuition has led me to become the medical intuitive that I am today. And I worked for it. I practiced every moment because I had so much fun practicing and scanning and talking to bodies. Do you guys find that fun, talking to your body or talking to other people's bodies? Have you ever done that? Put in the chat if you've ever talked to your own body or talked to anybody else's body. Well, when you talk to your body, I hope you're talking positively. And I hope you're asking questions to your body. So let me rephrase that. I know we talk to our body. Okay, I hope we positively talk to our body, but do you ask questions to your body? Do you know what questions to ask your body? Good. Good. We have to become friends with our body because the medical system isn't the same as it used to be. We have to learn to make that our best friend. That's the only way that we're going to get older and have the life where we can thrive, where we can walk, where we can get out of bed, feel amazing. My intuition has led me to such a beautiful worldwide practice in helping you to tune into those intuitive abilities. And only because of all the practice and action that I took. Some of the most successful people use their intuition. You guys probably know them: Oprah Winfrey, Winston Churchill, Steve Jobs, and we could go back as far as Aristotle's time. To make the biggest decisions, to make the smallest decisions, everyday decisions. We have knowledge, we have experience, but intuition is what entrepreneurs, CEOs, leaders, that's what they use. And we as empaths need to use our intuition so that we can be here for everyone else in the world. Because I know you're like me, you want to help humanity, you want to be the light for them, you want to heal them because you're a healer. You may or may not know it, but I'm telling you, for some people, your intuition may be strong, and for others, it may not be. And you can make it stronger. I went from, I feel like 1 on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, to now 12. Okay, my intuition has skyrocketed. And I want that for you too. Think of how many times you try to decide what to eat for dinner. How do you come to a final decision of what to make? You might go through your pantry and you're standing in front of the refrigerator, and all of a sudden, oh, this is what I want. Right? Your intuition helps you make these choices. Maybe you're in your closet and you pick out a shirt to wear. It's a specific color, but you don't realize that that color is energy too. And then maybe you're like, this isn't the right color, or this isn't the right fit, but it's really the color that you resonate with, that you feel the energy of. And so you pick another shirt and you're like, okay, well, this feels a lot better. I'm going to go with this one. Even this one today, I must have changed 3 shirts, 2 pants, because I wanted the right energy. I wanted the right feeling. I wanted it to make me feel good and happy. And it's my intuition that guided me, because I was tapping into the feelings. Now, let's say that if your intuition isn't strong enough and you want it to be, I'll tell you why that's happening. Because there's so much noise out there. And social media isn't making it better, but we have to learn to get that better. And it's easy to get stuck in the noise. Do you guys agree? There's too much noise, there's too much stuff going on. And with the elections coming up, it's not making it any easier. That's why a lot of people walk around pissed off at life. They blame others, they get irritated. And that noise that's on the outside becomes that noise on the inside. So if you're irritated at something on the outside and you're blaming others, start noticing what noise is on the inside. It can be overwhelming and make you feel stressed and uneasy. I used to feel that way, and it made me feel alone and unhappy. The nonstop mind chattering, sleepless nights, and physically uncomfortable, leaving me drained. The noise inside sometimes might feel like it cannot be tamed. I didn't know that I can tame it. I thought I had to live with this noise until I started to work on it. And if you're like me, you want that peace, you want happiness, you want freedom from everyone else's drama. Yes? The inner noise will take away everything. And I know how important it is for you to find your peace and happiness. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Your superpower is your intuition, guys. It's time to get centered and get the messages you need to make the decisions you need and to live the life that you want. The key here is to get quiet. Let's take a moment right now, and I want you to just sit quietly. Just breathe in and out, and let your breath take over your body. And as your breath takes over your body, I want you to think about a decision that you have to make right now. It's been on your mind for some time. I want you to ask it a yes no question and pay close attention to the very first impression that you get. And open your eyes. Do you see how easy it is to tap into that quiet part of you and get the answers that you need? Did anybody get an answer? I would love to know, because you should. Because you're tapping inwards. Thank you, Preeti. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so happy that you're getting the answer that you need. And when we're done here, ask those questions, get quiet, be present. When you become present and quiet and centered, guess what? Those are the keys to your intuition. This is your superpower. Wonder Woman used to meditate to get her answers. And if you're not a meditator, that's okay. I'm teaching you the tools and techniques so that you can get the answers. There's not just one way, guys. We have the same quality within us. We have to start tuning in rather than tuning out. When you unleash your intuition, it will help you in every moment, every decision, every walk of life. It will help you become more creative and awaken that part of you. It will help you see further out, which is what we all want. Everybody's talking about the third eye. But how do we work on that third eye? You have to work on that intuition first. You have to practice it. You have to put it into action. And I'm going to show you exactly how in the Empath's Mastery to Healing. Your third superpower, guys, is to change one word. Change one word. Do you ever do what others want you to do, or feel like you need to do what others want you to do? Do you ever do that? Yeah. This hinders our growth and evolution as a soul. If you're looking back at your life going, what the heck did I accomplish? And you feel crappy, it's because you forgot that you have a choice. Being able to see through a magnified lens about how we want to feel, act, and live is our choice. All of our choices, at least I know of mine, my choices were my parents' choices and my boss's choices and my kids' choices and my husband's choices. But guess what? I decided that I can also make my own choices, and we have to decide that for ourselves. So right now I want you to write, I have choices. And the only reason I thought I didn't was because I didn't like conflict. I just wanted to please other people. I thought that's what we were supposed to do, is give of ourselves and not receive. And so we're just programmed in this matrix. And before I became a medical intuitive, I did a lot of energy healing to overcome these beliefs, these limiting beliefs. And as more and more unfolded and I surrendered to saying, okay, I'm done. I'm sick and tired of others dictating my life. I'm ready to dictate my own life. I'm ready to get in the driver's seat. But then I struggled with I wasn't important and that I I shouldn't put myself before I put others. There's no such thing as self-care. And that's what kept happening. And so, of course, I attracted that energy everywhere. And I was so frustrated of not being seen, not being heard, until I made that decision that that's it. I'm done. I will speak until I am heard. I will say that I'm not being seen. I will talk about my feelings when I feel them. My healings, they started when I started to peel the beliefs that were holding me hostage. And until you dive deep, you will not realize that you have choices. And most of all, the things you think that you're incapable of, you are capable. If you want to speak up, use your voice because you can. If you want to be seen, you can. If you want friends, you can have that too. If you want a relationship, a loving relationship, somebody to love you, somebody to take care of you, you can have that. You have the superpower that I call I can superpower. I want you to say, I can. Say it, I can. We have to change that one word, that one sentence, whatever you want to call it, from I can't to I can, to make things possible in our life. And we all have choices. So stop telling yourself, I can't. As an empath, I know you think you don't have choices, but to be sensitive and deal with the things that you're dealing with, I want you to know that as an empath, guess what? You have more choices than you think. You have more superpowers than anyone else that's walking through life. You can walk with your head up high. You can walk with more confidence, with voice, with hope, with support. And I'm going to show you just how. Because you can connect to all of these things where you feel overwhelmed and unappreciated and hopeless and helpless and unsafe and insecure. You can let all of that go as you increase your life force energy so that you can feel more balanced and in your body and grounded and protected. I know we all have been through some form of trauma, but we don't have to let that hold us hostage. Just imagine breaking through from that. No more suffering, only healing as you move forward. And I want you to become the master of your life. See, when you start to use your life force energy the proper way, you're able to reset your default mode and interrupt those patterns that your body and your mind may have created, getting out of that matrix that you've been in for years, getting out of that default mode. So now your body's creating new pathways, new energies, new flow, and you build this momentum and you feel great and you feel healthy and you're opening up all these wonderful doors for you, just like I did. I truly enjoy bringing ancient Eastern wisdom into the teachings and can teach you more about how to activate your self-healing powers in my upcoming Empath's Mastery to Healing. See, our subconscious holds so much memory that sometimes we don't understand why certain things are happening in our life or in our body or around us. But it's all meant to happen. And even though we don't fully understand it, it's meant to heal. That's why it's so important to activate your self-healing abilities so that you can manage the stress, daily obstacles, the people in your life, right? Relationships aren't easy. But can they be easy? Yes. There is one thing that we can control. We can't control what other people are going to say to us. We can't control what we say sometimes, But we can. We can control how our energy flows. And when we vibrate at a higher frequency, we also can control how other people will react, how other people will speak, and how we react and how we speak. And that's the most important thing is how are we doing? And that in itself should be empowering. This is going to be your responsibility and it can be done, but you have to be ready. Are you guys ready? I'm just going to ask, are you guys ready? Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Yes, say yes. How many people do we have? I don't even know. Okay, we got 50 of us. All right. So now, if you're like most people, you need support to continue to make changes happen. I have coaches even today, and I'm hiring another coach in my life to help me get where I want to be. And so don't neglect that in your life, a mentor, a coach, a teacher. I want to share with you the fundamentals so that you can transform and shift energy the way you want. And let me prove it to you what you're capable of right now. Okay? So, this is my favorite exercise. Now, do you see this line right here under your, like right at your wrist? Okay, you guys see this line? You're going to align both of these, okay? And you're going to see which finger, the middle finger, which hand has the short middle finger? Which hand has a short middle finger? For me, both of my middle fingers are the same length. Okay. I want you to see which one is short for you. And if you're like me and they're both the same, pick one that you want to make longer. Because I'm going to show you how to grow a finger. So I'm going to pick my right one. Now I want you to put your hands down and I just want you to stare at the finger that you chose that you want to make longer. And for me, it was my right one. So I'm just going to stare at it for 30 seconds or so. Let's just look at it. And you don't need to talk to it and tell it to grow or anything. Just look at it. Just stare at it. You might even start feeling the energy in your hands. Whatever you're feeling is just fine. Just perfect. But you're not doing anything. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not sending you energy healing. I'm not doing anything. You're doing all of this on your own. Now, go ahead and align it again. Make sure that you align it. Look at that, guys. My right finger grew about 1/2 inch. Do you guys see that? How about you? And I'm putting this down. I'm putting my hand down on my table. But even if you align it and you don't have a table, look at that. How many of you did your finger grow? It worked for me too. Wow, me too. Yes, even now. Yes. All right. Yes, yes, mine. Okay, perfect. See what you're capable of? And I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Melanie, try it again, okay? Try it again a little later. All right? But it will grow. I promise you. I've never seen anybody not grow a finger. So I've shared with you the 3 hidden superpowers that I promised I would align you to today. How are you guys feeling? Right? We had emotional regulation, checking out our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and our reactions to things in our life, and changing that in an instant. Intuition, letting that be our GPS, letting that guide us. and changing one word from I can't to I can. All of this is going to change your life. It will change your life. In the beginning, we talked about creating more in our life, aligning to the life force energy to help manage the challenges that come our way. And if you're ready to become the master of your own energy, then I want you to say yes in the chat. We've been living this false sense of self for so long, and we're capable of creating so much more of what we desire. We can awaken our souls, our body. It's time to break down those barriers of the subconscious. And I want to empower you. Your heart is ready. Feel it. Put your hand on your heart and feel that readiness. Your heart is filling up with prana. You feel that? It's beating. It's beating stronger. Yes? You guys feel that? Before we do the hot seat Q&A, I want to share with you exactly what we do in the Empath's Mastery to Healing, the 3 days live immersion, which I mentioned today earlier. Because if you love today, and I know many of you did, imagine 3 days of power-packed energy. You guys, I hope you're ready for a mind-blowing experience. You can go to this link that I'm going to put, and you can check it out. And I'm going to post it right there. You're going to, if you sign up within the next 24 hours, or I think, yeah, in the next 24 hours, you're going to receive $100 off immediately. So it will be $100 off. It's an online live magical experience that is power-packed healing, learning, and changing your life for the better. In just 3 days, 6 hours of immersive experience happening on October 9th, 10th, and 11th. Here's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn to trust your intuition so that you don't have to ask anyone else. And you know exactly what path to take. And you can manifest all the things that you want. Create a relationship with your body so that you know when something isn't feeling right or know what your body's saying. Increase your pranic life force energy and flow so that you are in charge and managing your own energy. You're going to tap into the third eye and the chitta energy so that you can become more conscious and awaken on a physical and spiritual level. This is really important because this is where you will be building trust within yourself. You're going to learn to protect and ground your energy with unique ancient techniques so that you never have to feel ungrounded again. You will identify blocks and heal as we dive into the subconscious and take quantum leaps together. Are you guys ready for that? What we will be doing over the 3 days will allow you to see results quickly for yourself as you practice what I teach you. Because once you start implementing these practices, just like you did today, your life is going to change very fast, and your future that you've been wishing for is going to be a lot closer. You're not learning meditation. It's an online self-healing immersion that you are using your life force energy to create the reality and commanding your body to heal. I know your heart and soul wants to do this. So if you want to take advantage of it, I am giving an immediate $100 off, and you get 5 bonuses worth over $1,000. You get the replay for life. You get 15 minutes intuitive scan and a discovery call with me so that we could see what your guides have to say. You get Telegram support for 7 days after the self-healing immersion, along with the 3 days of self-healing. You get the support that you need. You get inner peace expansion meditation that's going to help you find that inner peace. And you get a 60-minute after party access. So that Saturday, we finished the class Friday. And Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be having a party to share your experiences in a fun and relaxed setting, to answer any questions that you have. This entire course is worth $2,500, but you're getting it for only $199 today. For the next 24 hours, it's an automatic $100 off. So it used to be $333. And so it's $199. And the prices are going to go up. So if you're ready for the next level, I want to prove it to you that you are capable of so much more. Come join me in the Empaths Mastery. If you did already sign up, please put it in the chat that you signed up so I can be your cheerleader. Okay? I want to be your cheerleader. So I will share my gift in just a moment. And let's go ahead and open up the hot seat so that if you have questions, let's talk about that. You can press the button below for your reactions, and you can raise your hand, or you could just raise your hand and wave me down. Okay. Stephanie, you are so welcome. And guys, stay tuned till the end so I could give you your amazing gift. Hello, Lynn. I'm going to ask you to unmute. It's always scary for the first person to come on. And then everybody starts to raise their hand.
Scary. Hi. Thank you so much. This is beautiful. This was perfect because just before I came on, I want to purge and do some cleaning just to settle my soul and my mind. So I have a lifetime of not wanting to throw things out. And I go back and then I'm so happy that I can refer to that little treasure I didn't throw out. So I'm going through and I have all these calendars of the years, right? So I saved the one calendar so I know what had happened during that year. And I thought, this is ridiculous. This is things to get rid of. So I ask, I know I should get rid of it, but I don't want to. And there's that battle. So when you do the intuition, you ask yourself the simple question, should I throw it out? It's yes, but I don't want to. How does the intuition overpower so you can let go? Because there's obviously something I'm hanging on to. If you're a hoarder and you don't want to release and let go, there's that fear of what? Because even at the end of our
So
life,
we have so many memories, right? We have so many memories and attachments and emotional attachments. So when we start to look at the emotional attachment to it, then you're going to see that, wow, how do I let go that emotional attachment? That emotional attachment has a deeper layer. It has so many, right? And so we ask that first question, but you forgot to ask all the other questions, right? Because you kind of think about it and you're like, okay, should I throw it away? Yes. But then you get that resistance. So there's a part of you that keeps resisting, right? And that resistance shows up as fear. So your pranic life force energy isn't flowing the way you want it to because that resistance lives out here. Okay. And sometimes in here. And then sometimes in certain chakras. And for you, that resistance, I can feel it. It's in your first chakra. Okay. And so when we start opening up to a proper flow, then all of that becomes easier. Then when you ask that yes, no question, you're like, okay, I got it. And there's no resistance. Like there's no other answers coming through. You see what I'm saying?
oh, you're spot on because I'm in a wheelchair, my legs aren't working. My legs won't move forward and they're there and they're attached and they should be walking. And I know it's fear. I function from fear with an open heart of love. Everything you say, I can be aligned mentally, but I don't know how to unblock the fears so that the stuff can flow. So how do you get rid of that obstacle? so that everything, when you trust the universe and you have so much faith in divine, that shouldn't be there. And then that's where the self-blame comes in, because you're not supposed to have fear and trust in that when you have full confidence and love and faith.
Yeah. So getting rid of that obstacle, it is about raising our vibration, right? And I talk a lot about that and recognizing where's the energy, where's the life flow, where is it blocked, right? How can I shift that life force energy? And that's what I teach in the Empath's Mastery to Healing, you know? So did you do that? Have you done a course with me, like a 3-day course? Okay. So I would love for you to join us because how do we get rid of obstacles? Remember, I said in the beginning, obstacles are going to be there, and there's certain obstacles that we just can't, right? Like they're just there. But you know what? I've turned my obstacles that I felt like that were just there into something different. When I have seen people get up from a wheelchair, I've seen people do magnificent things, and even if they are in a wheelchair, they're still doing magnificent things, right? Because they've shifted that mindset. But they know the energy, they know how to flow, how to use that flow. And that's what I teach because you are empathic and you just have to know how to navigate that. You know what I mean? And you'll get some practice in this 3 days of healing. You'll get to practice on yourself. You'll be doing a lot of self healing, and you're going to be healing others too. Like you're going to be working with a few people as much time as we get, and you can even work outside of the class for those 3 days. Right. And I'm going to continue to support you through the Telegram so that way, if you do want to work with somebody, you can connect with them and you can work on each other. And it just becomes a very fun experience. And that's what I want. I don't want it to be something serious like, oh my God, I got to heal my body. I got to make sure that this happens. We don't want it that way. I want you to have a good time in healing your body. Sometimes we forget the fun in healing, you know? So I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. All right. So Lynn, I don't know how to get you off here. Just, let's see. All right, here we go. I'm going to ask Melanie to unmute. Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Deepal.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for hosting this today and last week as well. I missed last week. So my question is, I'm not feeling very motivated to find a job. And really where it's coming from is I recently moved out of it was an environment I lived in for about 5 years. It was very dark, a lot of dark energy and entities and all that kind of stuff. And so I finally was able to get out a few months ago. And so I'm just starting to feel like I'm starting to live again instead of being survival. And I'm at that point to where I need income to pay rent in October. And so my pool of savings is going down, and I know I need to bring that money in. And one way is through a job. I know there's other ways too that I'm opening up to, but I'm just not feeling motivated. And I'm not sure if there's blocks there, if it's because I'm still kind of just coming out of the situation I've been in.
Yeah, you still haven't let go fully.
Okay.
And so the situation, you walked away from it, which is exactly what the guides are saying, like walk away, and you did, right? So you took that step. So I want you to think about that as an accomplishment. Okay. We don't see that we are accomplished beings. Like you're not seeing how much you've accomplished. You're seeing like, oh, I failed at this, or I failed at that, or subconsciously, you're constantly thinking of what you can't do or what you're not capable of. And now you want to get a job, and you're perfectly capable of doing that, even though there's a short time frame and you need it by October, right?
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Once you get up and going and that energy's flowing right now, do it. Do it. And what I taught you today, practice that a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what's going to get your motivation going. Right now, your life force energy is all stuck up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's telling you things that of the past. And it's bringing up memories and it's bringing up darkness. And what we need to do is like switch that darkness off that's still residual there and turn on that prefrontal cortex, which is your consciousness, right? And turn that on and get it going. And then everything else, it's almost like a clock, right? You know, those, the you know, what the grandfather clocks and like just,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just like getting it going because you're in that state of mind that is still what happened 5 years, 5 years ago or for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it must have been very dark for you, you know? And so I want you to start asking for the light to come through and to help you and guide you because you've got guides and your guides are always with you. I want you guys to know that we have guides. And so I hope this helps you.
Yes, it does. I've been feeling like I hadn't really reflected on that time yet. And it was actually today, a little bit ago, where I started to feel some of that coming up and how traumatizing it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, so, okay.
Yeah, sometimes if we don't recognize how much is under the trauma, then we're going to hold on to it. And then we can't have that motivation that we need to move forward. I've had that lack of motivation. I mean, last year I was burned out and I could feel that burned out energy in you, like, and then in December, I was just inspired that I'm going to go and talk to Dr. Joe Vitale and I'm going to talk to so-and-so and I'm going to make this year my year. Like I just told myself and I told the universe and I did it. Because I remember I said, you got to believe in yourself. It's all you need, that one thing. And I had to tell myself, I believe in myself. I believe in myself, even though I did have some people say no, right? Because it just wasn't the right time. There wasn't anything against me, but you are going to get those no's and you are going to get the yeses, but you have to take action.
Yeah.
Okay. Take action. That's where it's all at. We missed that part. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So welcome. So welcome. All right. I'm going to ask Inaya. Hello, my dear.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I was wondering, I have a situation where I was very high functioning in for many years, and then something happened, and it's like I fell down and my motivation lacked, and I moved to another state. However, my motivation had still not gotten back to where it was, and I wondered if you could tell me about that and if this program would help with this, because I see from the emotional regulation aspect of it, when I'm having a conversation and I know that there's emotion in my back end running the show, but I can't stop it. It's like a runaway train. And I know it. It's like, when you're saying something, these are the words coming out of your mouth, but you want to stop, but in that moment you can't. And I'm wondering if that's connected to this thing where I moved, but I lost my motivation before. And even though I'm in another place, I still don't have it.
It's interesting how people are feeling that right now, right? We're almost coming to the end of the year, right? I mean, and the energies are very strong, right? Anybody here feel energies of the eclipse or the Mercury retrograde or any other energy when seasons change? As an empath, you're gonna feel those things, right? The thing is, how do we manage that? And sometimes this lack of motivation, are you scrolling through social media or are you feeling like I feel imposter syndrome coming up?
Yes, I do have, well, sometimes I scroll through social media, but yes, and I do feel imposter syndrome coming up because I wasn't trained necessarily in the spiritual arts. And part of it is doing energy work and healing versus being in corporate. And I feel very, very strong about being in corporate, having that business background, but I do feel like an imposter on this end, with a different life.
Yeah. So one of the cards I picked up for you because I just wanted to see which guide was coming through very strong for you. And sometimes I'll channel it through the guide, through my cards. And it was funny. I wish you could see this. And maybe you can. Are you on video or can you see me on video?
I can see you on video.
Okay, perfect. So check this out. Energy healing.
Yes.
Okay. So Merlin is telling you you are an energy healer and energy healing is one of your purpose and passion. Okay? We can have multiple. You need support. You don't have the life support. It's almost like okay, so you're on I could see you wearing a mask, okay? And you're on life support. Um because you don't have the support that you need to get you what you want. So you feel you feel um unmotivated. That's one of the things, okay? The other thing is you ever buy flowers for yourself or anything?
I do.
Okay, I want you to work with flowers because it's going to open up your heart space and it's going to bring blessings to you and your life purpose. Okay? And like the class will help you. You asked me about that and I would love to teach you and hold your hand and support you so that you can walk away with the motivation that you want.
Okay.
And the imposter syndrome, um, we can work on that during the class because you'll be doing healings on yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So yeah, you're welcome. And if you guys think that, oh, I'm not a healer or oh, I can't heal myself, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to read some of the comments because I know that Kit says some of this hits for me as well. Thanks for asking this, Melanie. Relate and appreciate the guidance you're receiving for me too. That's good, guys. Be open to that. Noelle, exactly like me, close to the street, but no motivation whatsoever. Kind of, what's the point? Yeah. So I want to get you guys out of that because um that is that when you lack motivation, you don't want to do anything, you sit around and then you feel even more unmotivated and more unaccomplished, and that's not the route to take. That's going to spiral you downwards rather than spiraling you upwards. Which way do you want your prana to flow, guys? Which way? I'm just going to ask you, right? Which way do you want it to flow? Kit, I'm just going to ask you to unmute and then I'm going to share with you guys your free gift. Okay. I do want to share that with you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to the person who was most interactive during the session because I don't have my assistant with me today. So we don't know. So I'm going to have to go through and look at the chat, but I will be in touch with the person who was the most interactive. I will email you. Okay. So Kit, hello, welcome.
Hi. So I have a cast right now.
Uh-huh.
I've been going through it. I hit burnout last year. I had a near-death experience last year. And was been doing like a lot of memory recall because I had lost a section of time then with it because just trauma. Oh my God. So I've been working through it and going through it. And as I've been going through it, I know I've been birthing something creatively as well. And I'm pretty sure that I'm holding on to something way too tightly, and that's why I broke my hand. But I have no idea what I'm still holding on to too tightly that I don't need.
Oh my God. Like my heart hurts. My heart. Like I skipped a few beats. There's something that you're holding on to in your heart. There's a grief, a loss, like the loss of self. There's something very deep in your heart. The other thing is your thymus. Your thymus is your higher heart. You've lost, like there's an interference there. Okay. And so it's like you've lost connection. You know how you've got this
Yes, and that's
connection, right?
exactly how I've been feeling.
Yeah.
Like this disconnect.
So yeah, that connection. But you're meant for infinite abundance. You're even though you went through this, you are fully supported, okay? And even though you might not feel that you are supported, you are. Something that's coming up is really telling me to tell you that there's some learning that you have to do. You know, there is learning in all of this. And the more you say, thank you for teaching me, thank you, right? Thank you for teaching me, thank you. Just doing a simple
Thank
exercise
you for
like
teaching
that.
me.
Yes. And you can make that heal faster. You can make that heal faster, right? And that
Thank
feels,
you.
yeah,
That feels good.
yeah.
And yes, thank you for teaching me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Everything will be okay. You're gonna find your path. You're gonna learn so much. You already have, and your prana, like just learning how to let it flow through your heart, because I'm gonna teach you how to let it flow through all four hearts. You know what I mean? So let's heal your
Mhm.
heart. Let's heal. And you know, I've worked on a lot of people who had surgery. Like I'll work on them after surgery. And the doctor, I remember one guy, he said, yeah, the doctor couldn't believe how fast I healed. And he just had knee surgery. And then my niece, she had a cast as well. And she was so scared to get that thing off. She was a little kid, you know, and she had this fear of having it taken off. Now, that was interesting to me because a fear of taking something off, something that you've been holding on to, and that's coming up. I don't know why that story came up, but I needed to tell you this. Like that
I
fear.
understand it very well. My son Trace had broken his elbow and it dislocated when he was 4 and he had to have pins put in. And
Yes.
he was crying when the pins came out because he lost the pins. He was so used to them being in his elbow. He didn't feel the pain of them being removed, but he was upset that they were gone. So yes, I know what you're talking about.
And so, how long have you been in this cast?
I have been in this cast now for a week and a half.
And how long did you
It
have to be in
was,
it?
I go back in on the 27th. I broke it on the first of the month.
Okay.
It was so swollen they couldn't tell anything. Um, but this hand I've broken before, this thumb I've broken before,
Okay.
and it was child abuse related.
Yeah. So you're unfolding and unraveling the layers,
Yeah,
you know, you're doing good. So I hope
thank you.
you'll join me for the Empath's Mastery for 3 days and let's have a ball.
Sounds like it'd be great. Thank you.
All right, love. I'll see you soon. Guys, I did put the link, and tomorrow we're having a healing party. So if I didn't answer your questions, I will answer them tomorrow. I just want to say hi to Chirag. So, Chirag, I'm going to answer questions, but it'll be tomorrow. But I do want to say hi to you because Chirag took one of my classes last time. There was a 3-day mastery class, and he took it, and I know that he had a great time. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Will you be back with us tomorrow?
Yes,
Okay.
we'll
All
be
right.
back.
So we'll be meeting at 12 o'clock p.m. tomorrow for a party that we're just going to celebrate us. And we're going to take more hot seat questions for anybody who would like to, that has questions and you want to find out more answers. I mean, I think I went a lot over today. So I am so bad for doing that. But thank you, Chirag, for being here. I'll see you tomorrow, honey. And then everybody here, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being the light. Let me give you your gift. I'm going to give you this link right now, and then you can copy it. It is not downloadable unless you have some special YouTube privilege, but it is my karma clearing session, and it's going to help you clear karma. Okay. So go ahead. I put the link below. Please go to Empath's Mastery, get your $100 off immediately right now, and then get your bonuses because they're only good for 24 hours. And so I will see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, and I can't wait. Have a beautiful, blessed day, guys. You'll get the replay in just a little bit, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye, everybody.